everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Hunter. Let's get started on mounting some antlers to a replica skull. I'll be using one of my replica skulls as an example in this video. It's a Viking design that I carved, and it is going to a customer, so shout out to Gabe, thank you. But this will apply to most any replica skull that you can buy on the market today. The products that you'll need to mount the antlers are going to be these insert nuts, and they're 1/4 inch, number 20, and a full thread hex bolt, which is also a 1/4 inch, number 20. I will leave the specifications and links to these products in the description of this video, so you'll have exactly what you need and the measurements for the drill bits that we will use. So don't worry about that, you'll have all the information that you need, but these are the two products that you will need to buy in order to use this method. The first step is adding in that insert nut to the pedicle of your replica skull, and the size drill bit that works with this is a 27/64 drill bit. Drill your hole directly straight down into the pedicle. Do not try to go at an angle. That just simply does not work. I understand the antler kind of comes at it in an angle, but when we're working with the bolt, it needs to go straight in, and then it's going to go straight into the antler as well. Once the hole is drilled, screw in the insert nut with an Allen key and try to get that about 1/4 inch down into the pedicle. The next step will be adding in your bolt to the base of your antler. Do make sure your antler is cut off nice and clean and smooth. That way it'll make a good connection to your replica skull. And because we are using a 1/4 inch bolt, go one size down to a 3/16 drill bit and use that. That way it makes a really good secure connection into that antler. Now you're going to want a little bit of wiggle room, and for that I highly recommend cutting in kind of like an opening first and then the 3/16 hole. If you just do this, it doesn't give you much leeway for error, and it creates a little bit of wiggle room for that bolt when we screw it down into the pedicle of the antler. Take your time while drilling. Obviously don't go all the way through the antler, just go as far as you can. Drill directly in. Again, do not go at an angle. And I used a graduated drill bit to create that opening. You can simply use like a 1/2 inch drill bit as well, and then move on to the 3/16 drill bit. And once you got your hole drilled, simply screw in the bolt as far as it will go. And the last step is to simply screw in your antler. Now, you just have to get the threads lined up, which isn't too hard. Screw it in. And when you get towards the bottom, where it starts to connect to the pedicle, if it's not aligned correctly, that's fine. Just keep on cranking it. There will be some give in that kind of bolt and the insert nut, so just keep on cranking it down. Okay, so this is a really good example of when you get it down there pretty tight and you still have just a little bit of space to close in that gap. If you turn the antler another rotation, it would just simply be too tight. So because that insert nut can be adjusted, simply unscrew the antler, get your Allen key, twist it whichever way, either out or in depending on if it's too loose or too tight, and then just screw in the antler again, and then that'll get you to a perfect connection where the antler is in the right position. And there you have a very straightforward and very secure way to attach antlers to a skull. Now, this video is part of a series on attaching antlers to skulls. My job here is to give you all options. So I've already made several videos on the topic. I'll leave links to those videos in the description, as well as a few more coming out on just different ways to attach antlers to skulls. So see what works best for you. This option, I love it. You can unscrew the antlers from the skull if needed. If you need to ship the skull or change skulls or whatever the reason be, you just unscrew the antler from the skull and you're good to go. And don't be afraid to crank down on that antler, screwing it in. You'd be surprised how many more cranks you can get out of it, and just kind of close that gap even further to make a nice connection to the pedicle. Now, if you would do me a favor and just comment below exactly why or what situation you're in where you need to attach some antlers to a skull, that'll help me kind of produce videos to answer you all's questions, whether you're just a taxidermist or someone who has some sheds they want to attach to a replica skull. Just let me know in the description, in the comments of this video. That would help me out. Thanks for watching. Please do consider subscribing and take a look around. I do a bunch of different skull preservation, skull carving, skull arts types of things. So yeah, thanks for stopping by.